Okay, so we have a 2004 Lincoln Navigator. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube about this. I'm gonna see if I can get this one to do it. There's a lot of videos about an intake noise, a harmonic, a hum. And there's a bunch of theories about what it is and why it does it and all this other kind of stuff. Well, I'm gonna put my own video up here and show you why mine was making this harmonic. And it probably should clear up about 80% of the cases. Let's see if we can get it to do it. We'll go ahead and start the truck. Let's see if we can get it to make the noise. Probably going to have to come out of warm-up mode. So I'm going to let it sit here and run for a minute. Okay, so I wasn't able to replicate the sound, although I did find a clip of the noise, and I'll go ahead and put it in the video. But basically, colder temperatures, at idle only, you get a harmonic right here in the middle of this air intake tube, and it's loud, and it sounds like a moose or a duck or something like that. There's a bunch of nicknames for it. Basically, it is the idle air control motor that is going bad. This motor controls the air at the idle to make sure the vehicle maintains a proper idle speed. This motor will start going bad and it'll vibrate. The motor will start bouncing back and forth and vibrating, and it creates a harmonic. And it will also allow the vehicle to stall because the motor cannot control the air at an idle. So if you're coming down off of RPM, say you're driving, you're coming up to a red light, and you put your foot on the brake, when you get to the red light, this motor is moving back and forth so fast that it actually restricts the airflow in the motor, and the vehicle will stall. Super duper simple fix. This guy got off of Amazon, and it was like 35 bucks. If you replace this idle air control valve, the Ford Hum will go away. So I'm going to shoot a little video real quick, show you how to take this thing off and replace it. Quick, fast, and easy. And there you go. First off, you'll just need a regular standard toolkit. Nothing fancy. Honestly, all you need is a ratchet and an extension. And you need an 8mm socket. And that's all you need. So basically the next thing we're going to do is we're going to undo this intake tube bolt, and we're going to undo this intake tube bolt. Super simple. Once you've loosened those two bolts, you're basically just going to pull this thing right out of the way. All you have to do is move it over far enough that this thing is out of the way of this bolt. That's the only reason you're taking that off. Next step is to pull these two 8mm bolts and unplug the power plug from the idle air control, which is easy. The clip's back here. You push in, forward, and then back. It comes out. Once you're done, clean up the surface of the intake with some Scotch-Brite or something, just to get all the crap off of it and get a little shine back onto it. And then Take your new apart. And your new gasket, bolt it back on. Pretty simple. One other thing, the bolts that hold this idle air control valve on are basically like aluminum. They're really, really cheap bolts. So when you go to put this idle air control back on, you just want to tighten it to where it's tight and then give it like a quarter turn. Don't go crazy on it. You can either strip the bolt, break the bolt, or worse, strip the intake, and then you'll have a really big problem. So snug them up by hand, give them about a quarter turn, call it a day.